Well, someone's looking rather calm this evening. I assume you've at least came to terms with your conundrum at hand. Either way, you wouldn't have been able to stop it. And at least you're still breathing long enough to grieve it. Life goes on. Even when it sucks, it goes on. You go with it whether you like it or not. And you just so happen to have gotten spared. That means you go on. Take what fond memories you had with you, and grieve the ones that cause you to feel beleaguered. There's no technology that can undo the past, not even on the epicenter of the cosmos, Novaros Prime. So sit and go on. There is only the present and the future left. The past, your past, was obliterated. It's all you can do now. It's all I'll allow in case you start acting foolish again. I don't want to put you back in the cuffs. And the only refuge you have is to run to the back of the ship's cargo bay. Not far. You can't comprehend what's out here. There's planets I've shown you, these worlds. They're but a fraction of the Black Ocean. It's an endless, expansive, diverse chaos. So, if you were to run away on a planet that you had no information on, your very presence could be an affront to their personal world laws or rules. I would hate for you to escape me on Kairovi 7 and run into a tribe of Halthega peacekeepers and be skinned alive or set on a pike as an example simply for not wearing Theshuk fur in public. See? You probably understood very little of what I just said. So if you value the life that I so graciously went out of my way, against orders mind you, and into the near-death situation, to save, you might want to stay close. Then again, it would teach you a valuable lesson about these cosmos. If you'd still be alive to learn anything, you'd be too dead. A shame. Now, get comfortable. Only a few more planetary stops before we reach the Novaros system's cardinal planet. And you, you need to be prepared on your manners when addressing this place. I don't exactly like the idea of selling such a pretty little thing off, but test me and I'll consider it for the right amount. You do make an interesting addition to my ship. The solitude of traversing the Black Ocean alone for months on end isn't quite dull and boring with someone to annoy. No matter if the annoying is mutual. Call it culture shock. Now, in a few hours we're going to be landing on Severion 4. It's an outer planet, so don't try anything stupid like running away. If you want to escape, at least wait until we get into some civilized place so you don't starve of hunger or get mauled by any of the local wildlife. Oh yeah, this planet has carnivorous plants. So just a warning, if you feel a vine wrap around your leg, you're as good as fuel for photosynthesis. The only safe places are the stations and Kavari outposts used for refueling and restocking. Other than that, Severion was a useless planet to assume. Not much in the ways of resources and community, But I hope you like plant-based food for the next month or so. It's all we're gonna have. Rations-wise. Yeah. What is that, Space Dust? I seem less hateful today? Well, I guess I'm going too soft on you. I can change that if you'd like. That's what I thought. No, I'm just happy that we're nearing my home planet. As much as I love missions and getting to actually do things, I hate the transit. Like I said, months alone on a scout ship while I can only contact my squad via a comms device. And half the time I don't even want to talk to those shitheads. So I'll finally get back to my groove and social life. I'll probably hit the Light District first and see how my favorite Bahan is doing. Oh yes. A Bahan is a place where Kavari goes to get drinks of nectar and carnal satisfactions. I hope that translated over cleaner. Popular among Kavari scouts who have to stay in the stars alone for months on end. But then the Tarath have a much less fun version of a Bahan, called a Tawek, where you go to read literature and converse with the other intellectuals. Leave it to the Tarath to make free time fun into some boring bureaucratic book club. I'd much rather my Bahan. The Kavari and the Tarath? You want to know more on why we don't see Mara to Mara? Let me explain. We're the same species, Navaran people. But Maraglow is what separates us into two factions. And our peoples have two very different ways of running the occupied galaxy. The Tarath are your thinkers. The Kavari are your doers. But we govern as one body together. The Tarath regulate our spread and try to colonize with peaceful negotiation. But sometimes that's way too slow. Your planet, for instance, was awaiting a green light from the Tarath Shammai, or Speaker of Law. Your world was under Tarath jurisdiction. And because they took too long to case your world, the Kavari made a report and had to haul ass. Conversely, us Kavari want to occupy the entire galaxy under one banner so that all is set in equilibrium under one regulatory command. This command ensures the survival of planet's ecosystem via strict resource control and rationing. But I think that's better than total annihilation, wouldn't you agree? So essentially, the Tarath and the Kavari check and balance each other, but we never agree on tactic. However, we are still far supreme together, and that's how it's been for eons. It's why we are the glowing jewel of the universe. If it was left to the Kavari, my people, you might still have a planet. But you're just hearing this through my bias. I'm sure you'll be able to make your own decisions when you meet the pencil-pushing blue glows. Did that satisfy your curiosity, Space Dust? Hopefully you're as excited as I am to return to the glowing city. You'll never forget its beauty once you see it. Plus, I need to get some much-needed Bahan time. I wonder if Shava's still working there. Or maybe Kvek. Oh, buckle in, Space Dust. The sooner we get through on Severion, the sooner we can get to that Bahan.